Very good morning, my dear students. Today we discuss about the subject of basic civil and mechanical engineering. It is the first unit, is the introduction unit. Today we discuss about protection, engineering, and other topic. It is a syllabus of first unit, the overview of mechanical engineering. Today we are already discussed about the mechanical engineering contribution to the welfare of society. Right now we discuss about the specialized subdiscipline in mechanical engineering, the production, automobile and energy engineering. Why we can having three discipline means it should be covered almost the entire world through three engineering. And then we discuss about interdisciplinary concept in civil and mechanical engineering. We can discuss about mechanical engineering, that's why we can detail discuss about the interdisciplinary concept of mechanical engineering. So protection engineering is nothing but is very familiar in United States and United Kingdom and Russia. It is called the manufacturing engineering. The protection is the process of converting raw material into finished product with the minimum cost. Look at the carpenter, through the wooden tree it should be converted table and other useful material. The production process we can classify such as forming, machining, joining and casting. And also we can use a modern machining process. Modern machining process is nothing but the CNC, computer integrated manufacturing, robotics. With the help of robot we can produce n number of process. It is a metal forming process. A, B, C and D is a metal formed. We have bottom side we have die, top side we another die. It should be forced joint, the metal should be converted required shape. It is the definition of the metal forming. Metal forming is the process of changing the shape of the solid without any change. It is mass or material composition. It is a very highly important point. It never change the mass and then material composition. In the forming process, no material is removed, instead of material is deformed. Here is the material only deformed. The material is not either removed or added. The metal forming process may be either hot working. Hot working means in the presence of high temperature, and then cold working. Cold working nothing but is the temperature of atmosphere temperature. Depending upon temperature and then strain rate we can define hard working and then cold working. Hard working, the plastic deformation take place. Plastic deformation is nothing but the changing the shape is the plastic deformation. The above recrystallization temperature but below melting point. The above melting point means the material should be converted liquid stage. So we can use below melting point and then above recrystallization temperature. Cold working. It's also having the plastic deformation below recrystallization temperature. We can understand what is the recrystallization temperature. The temperature we can use the material change the internal chemical composition. It's called recrystallization temperature. The example of forming is rolling, piercing, drying, spinning, extrusion and then forging. So rolling, we can decrease the diameter and then we got this rolling process. Rolling process have top side, bottom side of the two rollers. It will be continuously rolling by external motor. That time the diameter of the material should be converted. And then blanking and piercing. You should be understand what is the difference between blanking and piercing. Look at the workpiece. And the blanking, the workpiece is a remove material. The waste material is here the piercing, the waste material should be converted workpiece. And the blanking it will be converted waste material. We can understand what is the blanking and piercing, then only it is possible to we can understand. Another example of the farming is a drawing. You see, you have the die, either the rolling, it has some two roller. Here we can using some die. With the help of die, we can reduce the diameter. Metal spinning, it is a metal spinning process. I can upload video of all the machining process. Here is another of the example of the first diagram should be extrusion. We can inside the material we can apply it through ram with the help of fluid, then the extrusion happen. Last is a forging. At the bottom side we can highly force to apply top side of the material. That time the material should be converted shape. We got required shape of the material. And then next we discuss about metal machining process. Diagram clearly show metal machining process means we remove the material. After that we can obtain desired shape. The metal machining process is remove the material by machine tools to obtain desired shape. Various machining tools we can discuss here: lathe, drilling, milling, grinding, planer and shaper. Lathe, in our college you are already have few practice about lathe. Lathe is the father of all machine tools. We can use cylindrical turbine shaft are made by the lathe machine. Nowadays we can use automatic lathe is a caption and turret lathe. In our college lab is also this type of two automatic lathe machine also available. And then drilling machine, we can making hole in the workpiece with the help of drilling machine. Drilling machine is another name is called multi-point cutting tool, because each and every point of the drill bit remove the material. Milling machine, you look at the diagram. Milling is the process of machining by using rotary cutter to remove the material by advancing a cutter into the workpiece. This may be done varying direction on one or more several axes, cutter head and then speed and pressure. Grinding process. Grinding is a machining process that uses to remove the material surface of the workpiece. Generally the rate of removal rate very low. That's why this type of process we can use finishing process. And then shaper, planer. Shaper machine should be produced desired shape with the minimum distance travel. Shaper machine use quick return mechanism, but a planer machine it is not. It is also produce desired shape, but the distance of travel of the tool is very long as compared than shaper machine. And then we discuss about metal casting process. Is the process of forming metal product by melting the metal, pouring into the cavity is called mold and allow the solidified. It is called the casting process. Before getting the desired shape, the metal should be heated above melting point. That only its metal is possible to boring. Grease and molding is the best example for this process. Many types of forming factories use grease and molding, because grease and molding to retain the material properties. That's why it's a suitable for. It is a metal casting process. Welding process. Welding is a fabrication process by two or more metal parts are fused together by means of heat, pressure, and or both, forming a joint. Generally, welding is a permanent joint. Welding usually use metal for thermoplastics, but can also use wood. Thank you for listening. I hope you should be understand what is the production engineering and then types of production engineering and then uses of production